all of his lies. Listen, this dude even swore on his dead father. Hey my beautiful peeps, my name is Char and welcome to Char TV. I appreciate my subscribers for coming on back to watch yet another video. And if you're new here, well, I'm just a woman that is obsessed with 90 Day Fiance. So that's what I do on this channel. I review the 90 Day Fiance the other way episodes. So today we're gonna discuss episode 7, The Other Woman. If you've been watching my videos for quite some time, you know that I usually save Ari and Bini to the end because they're usually the juiciest, but not today. We're gonna kick it off with them. Poor Bini is begging Ari, please don't go, please stay.
Don't go.
I know, you don't want me to go, but I don't want to go. I have to go. Tonight I leave to go back to the US so that Avi can get the hernia surgery that he needs. And even though I'll only be gone 1 month, Bini is still struggling to trust me that I am coming back.
Poor guy is fearful that she's gonna go off to America and not come back just like his ex. He even went as far as to hide their passports so that they wouldn't leave, but he immediately gave them back. But that's how worried he is that Ari's not gonna come back with the baby. And then she starts saying some beautiful words in Amharic. I believe that's what it was. And it was just really, really touching what she was saying. She then gets on her knees and slips an engagement ring on Bini's finger. And it has the words, I think it was like Forever Family or something inside. So they have matching rings. I thought that was really sweet. And she did it in hopes of him trying to realize that, hey, I'm gonna come back. I'm not gonna leave like your ex did. The time has come. They go to the airport. Man, listen, y'all, I almost cried watching this scene because I truly fell for him. Especially when he's like, you know, I'm having flashbacks of my ex leaving because it happened in sort of like the same way. You know, she's saying, yeah, I'm gonna come back, and then she never came back.
So sad, like honestly.
Please don't be too sad when I go, okay? Can you call me every day? I'll call you, you call me.
I love you so much. I love you so much. He sleep. He doesn't sleep. Finish sleep.
It was just heartbreaking to see him crying, her crying, him saying, you know, please don't go, and then finally, okay, go, before he really changes his mind on the whole thing. But that was pretty much all with Ari and Bini. It sucks, but I do agree with her decision going to the US for the surgery. I don't like the way that she went about it, but I do think it's best for her to go there. Let's just hope she comes back. On to my favorite couple, Jenny and Sumit. Jenny and Sumit decide to meet up with the family counselor and his parents. You know, I'm actually surprised that she agreed to this. You know, she's miserable. I'm actually surprised that she said, yeah, you know, let's do this. Their hopes are, you know, having a healthy discussion, listening to each other without the screaming and everything, like just listening to both sides. If this doesn't work, well, nothing else is gonna work.
कैसा मतलब इन दोनों को साथ में देखकर कैसा फील हो रहा है, मतलब क्या लग रहा है? मन में तो कुछ अच्छा नहीं है इन दोनों को एक साथ देखता। भैया
बेटा अपनी माँ से बड़ी उम्र की लड़की के साथ में करने को तैयार हो, तो आप बताइए मुझे कैसे वो चीज डाइजेस्ट होगी?
The counselor did agree that, yeah, the age difference is quite large, but y'all have to come up with a solution. I mean, you can't carry on going this way, just always at each other's throats. Jenny, go home. That's my solution. The dad says in 10 to 15 years, if the relationship ends, where's Jenny gonna be? What is she gonna do? And Jenny insists, listen, I don't want anybody else. This is who I want to be with. And Sumit said the same thing. Listen, I don't want anybody else myself. You know, I'm gonna be 50 years old. Do you think I'm gonna wanna be with, you know, start the dating thing and doing that all over again? No. And they're wondering, the parents are wondering, well, who's gonna take care of you? It's usually your wife that takes care of you. Jenny's not gonna be able to take care of you. Poor Jenny, she doesn't feel like the session is working, like nothing is gonna come out of it. Because at the end of the day, Sumit is always going to do whatever his parents want him to do or tell him to do. Sumit says, well, we're here to convince his parents and he's never gonna give up. Well, I think you need to give up, seriously. Now listen to this, listen to this. Mama says, marriage can happen. It can happen unless I see that Jenny can be, you know, a proper Indian daughter-in-law.
वे कैसी होती हैं मैं इसे सिखाऊंगी वहाँ जा शिफ्ट होते हैं इनके घर मैं चाहती हूँ हम सारा परिवार साथ में रहेंगे वहीं पे
My mom is saying that she's gonna shift to our house along with the father.
Sumit is actually very happy with this decision because the parents are giving them a chance to show them that Jenny and Sumit are deserving of each other and they should be allowed to get married and continue their relationship. He's all for it. Jenny, on the other hand, not so much.
My first thought is no, and not just no, but hell no.
They decide to carry on with the conversation the next day, and Sumit, he's still for the idea because at least it's showing that his mom is trying. She's giving an effort to see how things will go. Jenny, still not liking the idea because Jenny feels like it's kind of like a setup. The parents will move in, right, for a few months or whatever, and the mom will just make her life hell. She'll make it so bad that Jenny will pack her bags and go back to the US. You know, to be honest, I'm with Jenny on this. I feel that's exactly what her intentions are. Let me know what you think. And I mean, at the same time, I don't blame Jenny because imagine you run your household in a certain way and then to have somebody come into your home and tell you, oh, do this, do that, and you're a grown-ass woman, like, I'd find that very difficult. But I mean, Jenny's gonna do it, right? Because she loves Sumit and she's willing to give it a go. And this made me laugh.
How you expect so much from me and you keep avoiding marrying me?
I'm doing everything, baby. What else what only the thing I'm avoiding marriage just cause of my parents' life is also important. I'm doing whatever best I can do.
So am I.
It's yeah, you are, but don't think that I'm doing nothing.
It is kind of difficult because he's got his parents against him, society against him. He's in a tough spot as well, but at the same time, if you love somebody, frig these people. You know, I know maybe, I guess it's easier said than done, but hey, if you love somebody, be happy with that person because at the end of the day, it's your happiness that should be number one, right? That's it with them. I'm curious to see how that's gonna go. We all know it's gonna be interesting to say the least. I saved the best for last, Corey and Evelin. Corey decides to tell Evelin, I'm gonna go look for some jobs today. Jobs. He ain't gonna look for no jobs. He's going to actually meet up with Jenny. Remember Jenny that he messed around with in Peru? She actually lives in Ecuador, like an hour away. So he's actually gone to meet her so that he can, you know, get some closure on what happened and explain why he ghosted her. This should be interesting.
I want you to know, ¿la tiempo contigo? ¿En serio? ¿Verdad?
Yes.
En serio, tengo mucho emocionales contigo. I want you to know that. Entiendo más o menos.
Sí. Translation.
And she explained, you know, even though that they were together for a short period of time, what they had was magical. All right. He reiterates to her that he did tell her that he was married, but at that time when they met up, he was not in a relationship with Evelin. But dude, you were still married.
Cuando conocí a Corey, él me dijo que era soltero. Me enteré después que llevamos 2 meses y medio ya de relación, cuando él me lo decidió, pues decirme la verdad. Prácticamente le dije que no estaba dispuesta a hacerle un daño a otra persona tercera. Jamás en mi vida aceptaría una infidelidad ni quisiera que me hagan lo mismo.
Corey, you sneaky snake. She then asked Corey, does Evelyn know like everything that went on? And he's like, no. She says, don't you think that you should tell her? You need to come clean with everything. Which is what his friend even told him too. He agrees, but he's worried how Evelyn is going to take the news. And yeah, bud, you should be worried. He feels that he made it worse waiting so long to tell her, because it's not gonna help the situation. It's already hard enough to tell her what happened, but to wait for all this time to pass to then tell her what happened, oh boy, you made it worse for yourself, buddy. He then decides to tell her that it was more than a one-night thing.
So here's the thing. Yes, there was rumors that, that I had a girlfriend, okay? It wasn't actually just like a one-night thing. Jenny was more serious than what I led on to believe.
How serious? Like, what do you mean? In a few months? Like,
Yeah, we were actually in a relationship.
Oh boy, Evelyn. Never seen her so mad before. She was furious, and freaking rightfully so, because dude, you're still in a relationship. So even if you were on a break, you don't go start another relationship with somebody else. You're still married. Poor Evelyn's thinking all this time he's saying he couldn't get it up. It's because he has her on his mind. Yeah, no, that he got it up. Definitely got it up. She was taking some jabs at him though. She's like, what? You think you're Brad Pitt because you're like white and you have blue eyes? You think you're Brad Pitt? You think you're the man down here? You know what? I didn't feel sorry for him. He got exactly what he deserved. Damn dog. Evelyn's like, I'm not gonna greet you back with open arms. You need to pack your stuff and get out. Go find somewhere else to sleep. The poor guy's like, oh my god, well I think I have a hammock. Maybe I can sleep in the hammock. Because she was dead serious. She was even talking about divorce. She was not playing around, and rightfully so. She shouldn't, because you know what? These guys, they don't think, guys and girls I should say, don't think about their consequences. They just think that they're having a bit of fun and nobody's gonna get hurt and what have you. You know, and then look what happens. You need to think before you do things like that. What upset her even more, she's not the kind of person to be played, right? And she feels like that's exactly what he did, because he waited until, you know, he told the family that they were gonna get married, they're planning things, and even told them about the wedding a year ago. So he waited until she did all that to break this news to her. And we all know how her family feels about divorce. So what is she gonna do now? He's here hoping that, you know, spending a night apart, maybe she'll come to her senses. Like, she should just get over it. We were married and I messed around and was gonna live with another person, but she should just get over it. The next morning, she actually, you know what? She actually let him sleep in the spare room. I'm surprised, because the way she was carrying on, I'm actually surprised that she let him come back home to sleep in the spare room.
what more lies are you gonna tell me? Like, I don't even want to see you. Like,
I
can't
understand
barely
that.
even look at you.
First off, I'd like to start by saying that I made a big mistake. And I hope that we can talk about this and we can work through this.
Poor girl, she was in tears. You know what? I've never seen her react this way. She always comes across as cold, never shows emotion. So to see her like this, you know she was really, really hurt. And of course, I would probably, not probably, I would react the same way. She couldn't even stand to look at him. The sight of him was like repulsing her. Just all of his lies. Listen, this dude,
Been living with me
holding it on. How do you even sleep and lie to my face? You look at me in my eyes, Corey, in my eyes, liar. You swear on your dead dad. You swear, and it's all lies.
You know what you did? How could you do that? Like, that is just low to me. Low. But she's standing firm that there's gonna be no wedding and she doesn't know what she's gonna do. I truly, you know, I'm not a fan of Evelin, but I truly feel for her. I really, really do. Corey, man, you're probably just gonna have to pack your bags and head on home. And take Jenny with you. Take Jenny with you. Well, that's it. That's everything to my video. There was no Ellie and Victor this time around. Maybe we'll see them on the next episode. But yeah, this episode was definitely full of drama. It was a lot better than last week's episode. If you missed last week's episode, I'll link it in a card above for you so you can check it out. I give you a lot of details so you can get the gist of what happened in the episode. Of course, as you know, I don't record 2 of them because I find them quite dry. I just want to give you guys the juicy stuff. But let me know your thoughts on the episode. If you saw it yourself or if you relied on me to give you the tea, let me know your thoughts on it. Comment down below and subscribe if you haven't already so that, you know, you can continue watching my videos. Like I said, I really enjoyed this one and I hope that the next episode is just as good. Thanks for watching, my beautiful peeps, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!